I am here today to talk about some unusual facts about myself. And I'm not saying I am unusual for having these things or doing these things or being these things. I just think that these aren't facts you necessarily know about someone. So I'll just start, and then hopefully this will make you feel a little bit more accepting about yourself, especially if you do some of these things. I don't like wearing my glasses when I poo. I don't like having them on my face. It's almost like having them on my face obscures my vision and ability to poo. Pooing is my favorite activity of the day. I feel so great after my morning poo. If I have to leave the house before having had a shit, I just anticipate that it will be a bad day, and I don't know what that obsession is, but it is an obsession. I bring a water bottle everywhere. If I get thirsty, my lips dry up. I don't understand the point of conditioner for someone who has hair like me. I have very fine hair, and I have had hairdressers tell me to use conditioner and then put dry shampoo in my hair afterwards to get the same texture as my hair before conditioner. So I just stopped using it, and I'm sure that someone will come for me for that, but I don't care. I can't decide whether or not I love or hate Norway or love or hate England. I've gone through some very odd music phases in my life. When I was a kid, I would listen to Britney Spears and Panic at the Disco almost exclusively because my older sister listened to Panic at the Disco and we shared a MP3 player, so I guess I listened to Panic at the Disco. And then I started listening to pop punk, but the soft kind. Does that even exist? I don't know what category you would put it in. And Green Day, almost exclusively. And then when I was 15, I went through a period of listening to One Direction and Taylor Swift almost exclusively. And then I moved into country almost exclusively. And then I moved into pop punk again, but like Fall Out Boy, like the more emo kind. And then I moved into only listening to musically sophisticated music, which was quite obnoxious. And then now I listen to literally anything. Like, give me a song that has a good hook and is well produced and well written, and I will listen to it probably. I can't play more than 3 games of chess without the risk of becoming very sad. I love the taste of beer so much that I would choose a non-alcoholic beer for the flavor. And I have the same with coffee, where I love the flavor of coffee so much that I drink decaf coffee on a regular basis. I, in fact, trained my body to not be addicted to caffeine anymore, and I only drink caffeinated drinks 3 or 4 times a week. I hate working, but hate when I don't have work. I can't wear lipstick for more than a few hours at a time before I get really, really frustrated with it and have to take it off. But I also love wearing lipstick. This one I found out recently, but apparently someone said to me that I am coming across as high maintenance and bossy, but that I am in fact just a perfectionist. And I think that's very true. I love working out, but I hate having to start working out. Like, I really like running when I am running, and especially after I've been running. But before I go running, I convince myself that I hate it and that will be terrible. I speak English grammatically incorrect on purpose, so much that some people think that I don't know how to speak English. I have a weird confidence with woodworking, and I don't know where it comes from. I have no experience with it, but if you ask me to do something that requires handy skills, I will 100% believe that I can do it without a doubt, and I'll probably fail, but enjoy the process. And that's about the only thing I can do that with. Anything else skill related, I get incredibly self-conscious. When I start a new activity, I want to be the best in that activity immediately. And I'm not willing to put in the work to become the best. I don't know how to dance, but I love dancing. Someone in fact told me No, I said once to someone, I don't know how to dance, and they said, I know, but that's okay. And they were right. It is okay, and I will never be good at dancing. I spend about 70% of the time when I am not talking to someone humming. And I don't notice when I do it, but I do it constantly. I talk to myself all the time. Like you see in films how people have a monologue when they're doing things. And I recently had someone say that that doesn't happen in real life. And I told them they were wrong because I do that all the time. It's as if I'm the main character in a film or a series and I am talking to myself, explaining what I have to do for the audience to understand, but it's really just so I can understand. Also, I like talking to myself because that's where you get the best answers, according to my mom. I am incredibly opinionated. I love building Legos, but I hate having the Legos in the house after I built them. I'm constantly between wanting to move into a really big house and moving into a tiny flat. I have a dream of living in a van, and I don't think I would like it, but I would love it. I would love it, but I would hate it. The two items in my house that I value the most is a mug with Nicolas Cage in a triangle in space and my drill. I feel like if I'm not sore after a workout, I didn't work out properly. I am incredibly nosy, and I would stick my head out the window every time I hear someone out here, especially if they're having an argument. And I'm not even slightly ashamed of it. I don't know if I could live without lip balm because I get eczema on my lips, but I don't know if quitting lip balm and getting past that initial eczema phase and then moving into regular, my lips aren't addicted to lip balm anymore, would help, but I'm not willing to try it. I hate traveling to places, but I love traveling when I've reached my destination. I have large tonsils, so every time I get ill, I get a very bubble-like voice, and it sounds like I'm in a bubble, or I have a bubble in my throat, and I will cough for months after I'm ill. I have IBS, and I thought that my problem was how I ate at work, but it turns out my problem, because I would always get bloated and then it would get painful, but it turns out my problem is that I can't fart at work, because when I started working from home, my stomach problems went away, and I know it's because I fart when I'm at home and I don't fart at work. I am neither a cat person nor a dog person. I just would love to have both, preferably, but any is fine as well. I secretly think that dogs are drawn to me, but I also secretly know that it's because I use my squeaky voice when I talk to them, and that gets them very excited. I find high heels useless and pointless, but that's only because I don't know how to walk in them, and I don't like shoes that make my feet feel uncomfortable. I think people look sick in them, but I'm just not willing to wear them, so I hate them. Now I know this one is bad, and I am working on it, but I am being honest and truthful here, so I am gonna say this as well. I sometimes catch myself thinking that if you don't agree with me politically, you must be stupid. If I get frustrated with something, it translates into sadness. I don't know how to express anger. I am still scared of the dark, and I'm also still scared of being home alone at night. I don't like looking in mirrors. I am strangely not sentimental with anything. I think, yeah, almost anything. Like I said, I have 2 items in the house that I cherish. Anything else I would happily part with. No, I wouldn't happily part with, but I could part with without a problem. I have very bad posture, and I'm constantly working on it, but when I'm working on it, I'm over pushing it, and then it looks like I'm weird. I mumble a lot. I don't like starting films. I like watching films, I don't like starting them. But I would happily sit and watch 6 hours of YouTube videos. I get stressed about expecting to be bored. I'm either incredibly hardworking or very passive. I love backpacks, and I don't know if I could ever have enough. backpacks. I also collect socks, but fun socks, not like strange socks, but fun socks, like fun colored socks. I think socks makes your outfit, and honestly it's one of the first things I look at when I look at people is their socks or their shoes. I really like shoes, but I don't like having a lot of shoes. I don't like when things only serve one purpose, particularly decorative things. I don't like when decorative things don't have a multi-purpose. One of my favorite activities is looking through photo albums, but I'm very, very bad at taking photos. I really want to learn how to sew, but I'm not prepared for the defeat I will feel when I'm not immediately good at it. Right, I think I will leave it there, but I hope that this made you feel a little bit more accepting about yourself, and that you hopefully don't think I'm so weird that you don't want to hang out anymore. I will see you later, and goodbye.